What's going on, people? What I really want to talk about is this bullshit that our people try to use to finesse a situation of doing or treating a person right. Like I'm gonna talk about, for example, loved ones. If they get down, they can't do anything for themselves. They tied and confined to a bed. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing for themselves. And first and foremost, they put them in a like a so-called healthcare facility and nursing, which is called a nursing home, whatever you want to call it, all them other names they have for it. And if you try to challenge them that they should take care of their family members or something like that, or take care of a person or whatever, the first thing they holler, well, um, it's not that they don't want to take care of it. Some people are just not able to do it. They don't want to hear no bullshit ass excuses like that when it comes down to taking care of your loved ones. Because guess what? The same people that raised you, fed you, and brought you up and stuff, them the same people that could have done the same thing you had. Well, I'm not able to raise kids. I'm not able to do none of that. I wasn't able, so I just deported you and all that kind of stuff. If say if you did make it through it, and you the people that who raised you or whatever, your parents or whatever, they did raise you and they get through it, and then they tell you a story. Well, you know what? I was almost ready to give you up and to give you away and this and that, and I was almost ready. How do you think that would make you feel? Even if they being honest with you, you'll still feel bad. You'll be like, well, I'm glad you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to doing right, don't come up here with no, I don't want to hear none of that finesse. They'll use this. See, when you tell people what's right, that's the same way it is when they come to God, to the Most High. Well, the old to God, all that's done away with. I think anybody can be saved. People can be saved through the blood of Jesus Christ, no matter what your ethnicity is. You're not going to be, God not going to determine your salvation, whether you can receive salvation based upon your bloodline. They'll try to manipulate it like that and all that kind of stuff when the Bible clearly tells you that it is about lineage. They tell about you can only be saved. That's why he sent Jesus Christ and all this kind of stuff to try to finesse that God has a chosen people, and he continued even to this day to have chosen people. But at the same time, if you sitting up here talking about, well, everybody's not able to take care of their family member. Well, what if they would? You wouldn't suppose if somebody would leave your ass there for 10 hours with shit all over you, piss all over you, saturated with shit and piss and all that kind of shit, and then they turn around and look at you and just say, "Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna walk on off and all that kind of stuff because I'm not able to put my hands in it because I'm allergic to it and all that." How in the fuck do you think you would feel? You would feel goddamn bad. You would. So I don't want to hear no damn. I ain't trying to hit them all them old crazy finesse ass bullshit ass answers that people always put up talking about. Oh well, some people are just not able to take care of it. I don't want to hear that's BS. You know what I'm saying? People make time for what they want to make time for. If you want to make time for something that you just like me, I love doing this, what I'm doing here. I love computers. I love all of that. And guess what I do? I take and in essence make sure by all means this is what I have. It's to support the things that I love. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna sit up there and be like, well, I love it, but I don't. I'm gonna do without it, and which I do. But what I'm saying is that you get what I'm saying. You ain't gonna sit there. Whatever you love and whatever you like and whatever your passion is, you're not gonna let no excuses or nothing get in the way of your passion of something that you really love doing. Don't come up here and say something. Let's just say it like this here. I really don't want to do it, and it ain't my passion. But if it ain't your passion, or what, just like me, I never would have thought that I would have been scoop been in a position like that. I love it, even though I was uneducated. It didn't stop me from wanting to learn in the process of wanting to do it. Because if like me, I really wanted to do it. You see what I'm saying? And whatever it is that you really want to do, you ain't gonna make no excuses for it. When you determined to do it, and when you passionate about it, it makes a big difference. You know, don't come up here trying to finesse me with no bullshit, no shit like, oh well, you know, uh, You know, everybody ain't gifted at that. Don't get away from here with that. That everybody. You mean to tell me you make it because you ain't gifted in doing righteousness, or you ain't right or something like that? If you ain't righteousness, you just gonna practice evil, demonic stuff. You can do right if you want to do right, if you really want to. If you really love a person, you gonna make it possible to be with that person. So I don't want to hear all of that. Well, you know, everybody's not gifted. Some people just can't. No, no, your ass is put in a position to do it. It's either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. It ain't got nothing to do with, well, you know, some people uh ain't able to do all that. And then they say, oh well, it's a different with you because you ain't doing nothing. That's why. But you able to do it. They'll tell you that you able to do it. Your ass is able to do it too. You just don't want to do it because your ass is seven. The only reason why they using the word, well, everybody's not able to do it and some people want to do it, is because your ass is guilty of not wanting to help. Your ass is guilty of neglecting somebody. You know you ain't good at the job and you ain't good for it. You know? They use those words to try to finesse the idea of doing right. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk some more about this topic. I think I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna go ahead and drink me probably an energy drink or whatever, and get back on track with this. Here. All right, we got to stop disrespecting each other, others as blacks. We got to stop disrespecting each other as blacks. That's the title. Now I'm out.